Oh, good evening, Africa. Welcome to Soccer Africa. The hashtag you need to keep in mind is hashtag Soccer Africa 1000. The 1000 means we've been on air over 1,000 shows. That's over 24 years of giving you the best African news stories about everything that we can possibly give you that is taking place in the beautiful game on the most beautiful continents. This is the show to stick to. And what do we got for you on the show tonight? Nthethe side of Nigeria will be giving us a sense of what's happening in Nigeria on the ground there, where the league title is going down to the wire, and they'll be playing in a tournament called the Unity Cup at the end of the month up in the UK. That is something that we will focus on with Nthethe side. Then, what else have we got for you? Well, we'll be looking at some of the stars of Africa who are doing tremendously well. For instance, in France, they've named the best, the best African player in the French league has been named. We'll introduce you to who that player is and what he did to be awarded the Marc Vivian Foe Award in France. And it's just the tip of the iceberg as far as the stories that we have got for you, because Mamelodi Sundowns legend Thabo Nthethe joins us in studio. He's sitting right next to me, and he's going to tell us a lot about what it's like to win a CAF Champions League. He was in the squad in 2016. Mamelodi Sundowns, now 10 years later, are back in the Total Energies CAF Champions League final. And who better than a man who was there to do the business of telling us what it's all about. And in studio, the panel is huge. The wise queen of African football, Ashley Nakadzwe. At the far post, it's Thomas Kwenaite, the top journo in the game and founder member. Then at the far post, it's our football strategist in Coach Sudesh Singh. And closest to me, the assassin of Abidjan, is Mamadou Day. Two of our guests, two of the wise men. You have just come back from a trip, Mamadou.
From DR Congo.
When did you land back in South Africa?
This morning, 6 a.m.
Really?
Yes.
What were you doing in DRC?
Following up on Veron Mosengo candidacy.
Yeah.
For FECOFA. Now we are talking. It was 3 candidates on the short list. The other 2 pull out from the race at midnight.
At midnight?
Midnight.
What causes people to pull out of a race at midnight? Now, the former Secretary General of CAF, Veron, is running for president of the Football Association in the DRC.
Yes, after he retired from CAF,
yeah,
as a SG, according to him, he was asked by the Congolese people, based on his knowledge of the game, his expertise, and especially having worked under the CAF president Patrice Motsepe, having worked under Gianni Infantino, who is his personal friend. They schooled together. They believe that he's got the right connection and is the right man to bring Congolese football to the next level.
What do you believe?
Well, connection-wise, I don't doubt.
He knows everybody.
He can pick up the phone now, call the CAF president. He can pick up the phone now, call Gianni Infantino. And I was in Congo last year during the CAF General Assembly when Gianni took the floor talking about Veron Mosengo. The way he spoke about Mosengo, everybody were amazed. He was full of praise of Mosengo. Then all the Congolese remained that. And in the street of Kinshasa, everybody will tell you, he's the friend of the CAF president of Gianni Infantino. He can do the job.
As you brought that footage back for us from the DRC, and TK, I saw one of our wise men, Jeff Katala, on the stage doing introductions.
Jeff literally got his schooling here on Soccer Africa, and now he has become one of the advisors of Veron Mosengo. And simply because of his association with Soccer Africa, I think he is credible enough to be part of the Veron Mosengo Ombas entourage. There is Veron.
There it is. That's the situation. TK, while I'm staying with you, you also just came back from a trip.
Yes, I was in Eswatini over the weekend, and the occasion was the 10th edition of the Ingwenyama Cup. And yeah, I think it was a wonderful trip. And the tournament, of course, was won by Nsingizini. The tournament is basically a mixture of Eswatini tradition and culture as well as football. During the day, you have finalists where cultural groups do compete in the stadium, at the National Stadium, and at the end of the day, the winning group kind of gets awarded their prizes. And late in the afternoon, it's the women who take part in football, and then later on the day, it was the men who competed the final.
I'm coming to that later, TK. You're going to show us the visuals. I want to see exactly what took place in Eswatini. So 2 of our wise men landing in South Africa to be back on the show. But now, let me introduce you to the man closest to me. Thabo Nthethe. They used to call him Mr. Cool. The Mamelodi Sundowns man, winning the Champions League in 2016. Part of that incredible journey that took place there. Thabo, welcome to South Africa. How are you?
I'm great, Thomas, and thanks to sit with the legends and the lady here.
You know, and I probably undersold his introduction. I mean, 3 league titles, Champions League winner, 21 caps for Bafana. And maybe let me just give us, because there's one thing I've been dying to ask you, and I haven't had you in a studio in a long time to get this question from. Thabo Nthethe was on the field, guys, when Bafana lost 5-0 to Brazil. Centre back position. Neymar scored a hat trick. Just passing here.
Well, closer to me.
I didn't come to you.
But we don't know what that's like, right?
Wow.
So, what is it like to play against a player of the level of a Neymar, to play against a Brazil side like that one?
Yeah, Thomas, you mentioning the other game that I've been trying to forget that game, because it was a nightmare that night, whereby I couldn't, it was difficult actually, like you mentioning Neymar. The takeoff from him, it was just, I'm analyzing while I'm busy playing. It was amazing, and the tempo was I couldn't manage that. So I think, like you're saying, how they scored those 3 goals. I think he scored 3 goals. Hat-trick. We lost 5-0.
Yeah.
We lost 5-0. Bojali, they were trying. Serrero, I think he was there as well. We were trying, and if you remember the game that we played against Spain, maybe close to same players of Bafana played the same team when we played Brazil, but that game of Brazil, it was another thing. And to be honest, it was difficult to defend those world-class players.
How good is Neymar?
He's very good. Very.
But he's also human. He has 2 legs.
He is, Thomas, but that day I think I was not prepared very well. Yeah.
I'm not blaming you. I'm not blaming you. Don't take the blame. Don't do that. No. It was a team blame. As a nation, all of us lost that game 5-0. Ronwen Williams was in goal. I think it was debut that night. Right?
It was his debut, correct?
He made his debut that day.
Think about it, though. Think about the journey from debuting, coach,
becoming the
to now this weekend, Champions League final.
Champions League final, Bafana captain. It shows the resilience. Thabo mentioned it. It doesn't mean it's a nightmare start for him. It's how you bounce back, and keep at it, plugging away, believing in yourself, and the journey is there. It's on the verge of possibly adding a second star.
Yeah.
Does it bring back memories? I mean, you're in a similar position to the one that your side in 2016 were in. You won the first leg 3-0 at home.
Yeah.
Surely that's the thinking this time around against Asfar.
Exactly. What came to my mind is that memory of 2016. Immediately when I saw the draw that we're playing home first. So thinking, the boys, they will have to do their best on that day. And back-to-back finals in Champions League. So I believe, and I can feel it, that boys will do well come on Sunday. And with the supporters backing and supporting the team, I think also Coach Cardoso have seen what actually lacked last season when we played Champions League.
Bringing back memories here of how Mamelodi Sundowns did in that first leg at the Lupus Maripa Stadium back in 2016. Laporte scoring, Langerman, and then the pressure of an own goal. Zamalek had it all to do in the second leg. And as you can hear, it would be Sundowns trying to do similar in the first leg. Sundowns need to have the support there. Arieng Mzansi.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a new slogan. I know Arieng Masandawan.
Yeah.
But there's a remix now. Arieng Mzansi. What are we talking about for the viewers around the continent? What is this war cry that I'm hearing coming out of the Brazilians?
Arieng Mzansi simply means, we asking the South African footballers to come and support the team.
The fans.
We need each and every one. You can be Chippa United, Richards Bay, Stellenbosch, Pirates. We asking for the support, and I strongly believe boys will do their best on Sunday.
Arieng means let's go Mamelodi Sundowns. That's the story in South Africa right now, because it's not just bringing a star to Mamelodi Sundowns. It's bringing a star on that jersey and reflecting South African football.
Yeah.
How good this league is. Sundowns is not just going there to do it for Sundowns.
Yeah, they are doing it for South African soccer lovers, South Africa as a whole. And I think also Mamadou will also want to see Mamelodi Sundowns doing well, especially after they played back-to-back finals. Yeah, I think it's the first time they played back-to-back finals. And like I'm saying, the team deserved the second star.
Since you mentioned my name.
You've been mentioned.
Yes. Pirate won the Champions League in 95.
Yeah.
The first South African club. It took 21 years down the line for Sundown to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you were playing that final in 2016, did you think of Pirate? Any inspiration from Pirate? Who won it for the first time?
Why would they even think of that?
Of course, you always look at the winner, the champion, to draw yes, but still, they were trying to do something no other club did before, which was Pirate. I am asking him, did the coach mention something about Pirate is the only one, let me the second one?
To be honest,
you were there. That's the reason he's asking. He was on the ground in the change room in 95. That's why he's throwing back to those memories. They're bringing back memories from Mamadou.
But I still remember when Pirates played that game. But Coach Pito, he never mentioned Pirates. It was all about us. And he told us way before the Champions League started. And I remember when he mentioned that, Kamabilat, Kigen Dolly, they couldn't believe that we really going to the finals, and we'll end up winning the Champions League, because Coach Pizzo mentioned that before the Champions League started. I think we had 2 games, already played 2 games, we were in DRC against TP Mazembe. So I think Coach Pizzo was seeing that I've got a team. So, and really we end up going all the way. And if you remember how we went back after we lost, we were celebrating the league. On our tour, that's when you got a call that we are back in Champions League. While we are booked, we have to go holidays, but we have to go for a few days and come back.
My question to you, Thabo, is this one. If I want to go, I'm now swept up in Arieng Mzansi, or I'm Arieng Masandawan. I want to be at the stadium. I want to be there. Tigiti, must I talk to you, phone you?
Tigiti, if you don't have Tigiti now, no. I think they almost sold out.
City,
Almost.
City.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So
today it was
so I'm also asking the supporters to get there early because there will be entertainment at the stadium. There will be artists, entertaining the supporters. So come early at the stadium. We're begging. Let's get there because we don't want to postpone.
What time do you open the stadium? When you say early?
12 o'clock we open the stadium. So kickoff will be 4 o'clock.
Yeah. But from that 12 o'clock, I'm not going to sit bored.
No, you'll enjoy.
Action.
You'll enjoy entertainment.
You're singing.
Yeah, the artists, they will go around the field entertaining. So it will be nice. You'll enjoy.
Also, I just want to ask a question. Mamelodi Sundowns Cup final is being fully funded and supported by Karin Black Label.
Yeah.
And it's not the first time that they are supporting Sundowns. How important is them backing the team?
It's very important. I mean, to have a support of a big company like Karin Black Label, and obviously when you partner with Mamelodi Sundowns, you want to be the champion. So Mamelodi Sundowns, they don't want to disappoint their followers, also their supporters, their sponsors, and on that. So I think the boys where they are now, I believe now they are home. We have Friday tomorrow, which is getting closer to the final, which is Sunday. Then when they go to the hotel on Saturday, maybe they might go to tomorrow.
And I mean, I remember
camp.
Carling Black Label has been part of the journey since before the season even started. Going to the US Club World Cup, Carling Black Label were part of supporting that journey for you. Now they're with you as you go to the promised land of trying to bring a CAF Champions League second star back to South Africa. That is true support.
Yeah, very, very true support. And I'm sure where the chairman is, he doesn't want to disappoint. The players, whoever the management, the board, they don't want to disappoint that. And I think the Kaling, they will be very excited and happy to partner with Mamelodi Sundowns.
Coach Nthethe, I know that you're a technical man right now. And from the technical side, the football side, what is it that you'd like to maybe get from Thabo around this team that's about to...
This is what I wanted to ask him, because I like how he's made the transition into coaching. Thabo is the head coach of the under-17 at Siwelele. I've watched his team play in GDL. He played good quality football. So with as a newcomer to the coaching ranks, it's the second consecutive final for Sundowns. What do you think they would have learned from losing to Pyramids last year and go out there to try and achieve the second star this time around?
I think it's their opportunities. I believe they will create opportunities for the team to score. And if you don't take them, you don't have a chance to win. So if you take your opportunities, I believe they will have a chance to put a second star on the bench. So that's my view. That's my view, to be honest. Because
I think
even last season they played very well. If you remember the one-on-one with Matthews, if we bury that one, then we'll be talking something else. So I think the opportunities will be there with the kind of football Sundowns is playing. So if they bury, then definitely second star is coming.
Yeah, I think the clinical finishing you mentioned, it goes back to your team, 2016. You did the job at home, winning 3-0. Yes, you lost 1-0 away. And going back to the Pyramids game last season, there wasn't that efficient finishing, They dominated possession, had chances, but they couldn't finish it. So I agree with you fully there, spot on.
And it wasn't easy. I mean, getting through the semi-final against Esperance was difficult. Having that trip to Tunisia was a mountain to climb. The mountain has been climbed. Now it's just one more step.
One more
step.
The boys, they know.
Sundowns are done with their PSL action. The only focus, the only thing left on the table for this team, for this players, for the support, is the Total Energies CAF Champions League.
I believe in the league. It's still there. The league.
Which league?
The PSL. The chance is still there. Yeah, it's not yet done.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it's still there. So Sundowns can take
a double.
Also a double.
why did your coach keep complaining? I never seen a coach complaining like this coach. He's complaining about referee, he's complaining about league fixture. Personally, I believe that it was very good that you finish your league game so that you can focus on the most important trophy on the African continent. But for him, he's complaining like already he lost the league. And when you keep complaining like that, what kind of vibe or spirit do you transfer to the player? Complaining is not good.
Mamadou, I think if I have to come in, Thabo, for me, what Sundowns must take out of the loss in last year's final against Pyramids is, personally, I think last year they played with fear. They didn't come out to dominate like they usually do. And that is the lesson that they need to take. And this must be redemption for them. They need to go out there and prove, because everybody is in Africa considers them the best football playing team.
Say you consider them the best. Who told you in Africa? Are they the reigning champ in Africa?
No, but where are they ranked? Where are they ranked right now? They are ranked.
That is the past. We're talking trophy 10 years ago.
They ranked number one in Africa. Currently ranked number one in Africa.
They say, no, nothing of the past is to know little of the present and to have no conception of
the future. When you have a coach complaining like this, it's fearing something.
No. I mean, we understand how coaches take pressure on them. And when you take how Coach Caruso may be doing that, he's taking a lot of the heat right now. Is he taking pressure off the players and directing that pressure towards himself?
I think he's trying to do that because since, like what Mamadou is saying, he never, since the beginning of the season in Champions League, and if you check the games that they've played, back-to-back games, after they've landed, maybe after 2-3 days, they have to play a league game, so locally. And I think the management and the technical, they've been trying to, freshen the boys, and with the physical trainer as well. I think he's doing a good job on the team.
How much is that second star? How much can you taste it? How much do they want it?
Almost. Just it. Yeah. The boys, they're feeling it. And I think with the fear that you're talking about, which is true, because I couldn't believe that the final how they played.
Make it live for us. What's it like to win a Champions League? Very, very few human beings will ever know that feeling.
Yeah.
What is it like? What are the boys, can they expect if they get to lift this trophy in just a week's time? Well, 10 days from now, essentially. They get to lift that trophy up in Morocco. What can they expect? You've done it, you've been there.
Yeah, they will expect South Africans when they come back home after winning the second star. They will expect South Africans waiting for them at OR Tambo. This is what actually we experienced, because there was a Minister of Sports, Fikile, back then. Chairman was there, Mr. President Nthethe. The supporters were there, supporting you. We could feel that we are the champions of Africa. So it's a great feeling. That's a great feeling, and I believe the boys, they want to taste that.
Thabo, we appreciate your time. All the best. I know you won't miss any of the action, right? You've got your ticket.
I'm there. I'm there.
Are you going to the second leg?
Second leg, my boys, I think they will need me.
Tunisia brought thousands of supporters here. How many thousand Pirate is taking to?
Pirates.
No, Pirate is the first winner. Now coming to Pirate.
No. We're talking
they are the pioneer. That's why
your grey hair showing that from the pioneer age. We are in this moment now, where Mamelodi Sundowns are on the verge of history. A history, Mamadou, that can see them lift the trophy for the first time. for any South African team twice. They're about to be the team that sets the history for somebody else.
Did they go first?
But now they can.
Get the prayer and the blessing of Pirate that pioneers.
Oh wow.
That pioneered the way.
I'm gonna leave it.
The way.
I'm gonna leave
because
it.
It's very important.
No, it isn't.
That pioneered the way. And it took after Pirate 21 years. Now it's only 10 years.
Yes.
Maybe we have to wait another 11 years for the second star to come.
You need to stop it.
Definitely
You
not.
need to stop.
Definitely not. But for Mamelodi Sundowns and their faithful, what's your final word to the supporters?
Come with big numbers, come on time. Definitely after the game definitely the boys, they will put the smile on their face. They'll go home with a smile on their face. Come second round, definitely they will go, if they have to march to OR Tambo and welcome the boys with a trophy, they will do that.
Sundowns fans, make sure you're there early. Limited tickets are available with the support of big brands like Carling Black Label, the support of the nation, the support of the football fans in South Africa, and Masandawana bringing that second trophy, that second star in the Total Energies CAF Champions League is just 180 minutes away. It's been an absolute pleasure speaking to Thabo Nthethe, Mr. Cool. He's kept his cool in studio against real pressure from Mamelodi Gay. And that's the kind of pressure that Asfar will be bringing, but we know Mamelodi Sundowns will be able to withstand and make us all proud. And guys, you've heard the phrase. You all know it. Arieng.
Yeah.
So, Arieng Mzansi, when it comes to Mamelodi Sundowns. Thank you very much to Thabo Nthethe, Mr. Cool. We'll be back with more with Ida Peter side up in Nigeria right after this. Stay with us. Total Energies CAF Champions League is going down to the wire. We haven't seen a finish like this one in forever. What is happening in the Nigerian Premier League?
It's action-packed. I haven't seen Aria what?
Arieng Mzansi.
Because, no, it's not everyone that is saying Aria and Zamzi. Pirates, Kaiser Chiefs, they don't want Mamelodi to win it.
Who's saying that? This is for South Africa.
That's how it is. It's football rivalry. It's football rivalry, my friend.
Yeah? When there's only one nation from your country, one team from your country playing, there's no more such thing as rivalry. You have to support that one team.
Go and ask everywhere. Rivalry teams don't want you to win no.
Talking about rivalry, let's talk about Rangers International, Rivers United, the rivalry. Look at that gap at the top of the table. There's nothing to separate them. One game to go, Ida.
Yes, it is time. It is time. A referee was suspended this week because the Rangers got a penalty that was suspicious. You know?
How is a penalty suspicious?
My friend, that penalty didn't look like penalty. It was the guy flying on the left flank. And the guy just came close to him. He went down and the referee said penalty.
But
so they suspended him indefinitely because it was obviously dubious.
I remember you told us here in Nigeria, when a club is playing at home, there is nowhere to lose. Now, it's going to the wire. Who is playing home? Who is playing away?
My friend, things can still happen. Whether you are playing away or not, Rangers is playing away Lagos. Now, Rivers United is playing at home in Port Harcourt. And I have played for both sides. So, everyone Rangers might win it, but with what happened over the weekend, people will be looking at the referee. It's going to be the biggest game in Lagos this week. It's going to be, stadium will be packed to the rafters. I'm telling you.
So who will be champions of Nigeria?
The referee
is a tight one. I'm from River State, okay? My team is River State, and I played for Rangers, so my team is Rangers. In this case, I just want to watch. I want to raise my hand and say, let the better side win.
Master, Finidi George has done a great job there at Rivers this season. Do you think he's the
yes,
one
quite already.
Do you think he's the one who transformed them into a real championship challenging team?
Yes, I've watched some of their games, and the players are saying the kind of train sessions, what they're experiencing, they've never seen it before. It's quite professional. And because he's respected in the state, everything he wants, he gets.
Pastor,
everything he wants, he gets.
Pastor, in Egypt, when Zamalek play against Al Ali, they usually bring referees from Europe. Now, you say there is a lot of suspicions about Nigerian referees. Is there a possibility of maybe bringing referees from outside Nigeria?
No. What the other teams will do is that they will put a police officer in front of the referee's room.
But that's too late.
So that nobody can approach.
But that's too late.
The thing about it, the referees have not done badly this year. Just one or two stories. Teams have been winning away. Look at Rivers United went away and won against Wiki Tourists. There's a team called Wiki. They won away from home. So the referees have been a little bit kind this year because the young man running the league has done so well. Friend Benga has done so well. He's run the league properly. Just one or two issues here and there that they're getting better.
But one of two issues can change the title race. And you started by mentioning
dubious penalties.
Yeah.
Yes. I agree with you, Mamadou, because the penalty they gave to Rangers has affected the outcome of the league. Because if Rangers had played a draw and Rivers United had come home this week and won, Rivers United win the league. So the penalty they gave to Rangers has affected the outcome of the league that both teams are playing now. And Rangers is leading just by 1 point.
Now, guys, I need to move on from this topic. We understand we're going to wait to see when the dust settles between the two sides, Rivers and Rangers, who will be crowned champions of Nigeria. How many places do you have in the Champions League? 2? 1?
Two.
So both sides will qualify for the Champions League.
Automatically.
It's going to still be fascinating. It's still all about who will be champions. Now, speaking of champions, guys, the situation that's happened in Rwanda is fascinating.
Yeah.
Give me the story. Who wants to tell me what's going on with the TK?
Yeah, what is happening in Rwanda is that 2 teams from Sudan have been allowed temporary status to participate in the Rwandan League. But as it turns out, Al Merreikh and Al Hilal have topped the league in Rwanda. But, in fact, I think Al Hilal, am I right?
Won the league, yeah.
Al Hilal has won the league. Al Merreikh has come second. But unfortunately, both of them will not be given prize money. And the team that will represent Rwanda in the Champions League is number 3. APR from Rwanda. Because when the 2 Sudanese clubs were allowed to participate in the Rwandan League, it was because there was civil war in their own country and the league was disrupted. So as a result, Rwanda allowed the Sudanese teams to play in their league just to keep the players fit for the sake of the national team. So hence, they are not getting prizes, and only the number 3, which is APR from Rwanda, will represent Rwanda in the Champions League.
I mean, it was made very, very clear that was the case. It's not a surprise. The terminology was very clear that, you're not playing in the Rwandan League in terms of competing for the league title. It's a temporary situation.
Yeah, to give a bit of context, it's because of the civil war in Sudan. So last season they played in the Mauritanian League. And what happens is this weekend there's going to be a top 8 in Sudan for these 2 teams to try and qualify for the CAF competition. So it will be held in Port Sudan, which is controlled by the army. Over the next 2 weeks, these 2 teams plus 6 other Sudanese teams will play there so that they can get qualification for the CAF competitions. Because Sudan, historically, they've done well in CAF competitions, so they have 2 Champions League slots, 2 Confed slots. But Ratike is right. They won't get their first prize, the prize money, and they won't qualify for CAF competitions via the Rwandan League.
It's called a temporary relocation, not league nationality change for the 2 sides. So just temporary. And I don't even know why you guys are mentioning the prize money and what, but is someone complaining?
Yeah, of course, a lot of people, and I think the teams themselves, I'm sure, expected that coming first and second, they probably deserve.
No, but you know, Brati, the Rwanda was doing them a favor by hosting them and letting them play. Surely you don't expect to, even if you win the league, you can't really say you deserve the prize.
But under normal circumstances, you will expect the team that finished first to get the prize.
If you're a local team,
But you know what I like the most about Sudan is they're using so much initiative to stay active. We saw what they did at AFCON.
So it cost them a lot of money.
I really, regardless of that, I feel like it's nice that they're staying active with every political issues that they're having in their country. They really did well at AFCON. And them still being competitive during league seasons in other countries. That's a great initiative.
And Thomas, to add on that, they've got 3 league games still left to play. They've won the league. So today, they took a squad of 26 to Sudan. They've left another 25 odd players to finish the 3 games. Because irrespective of whether they win or this is Al Hilal, they win or lose, they already won the league. So it shows the budget put behind this team.
And it shows how important Sudanese football takes participation in the Total Energies CAF Champions League. Ida, I want to come to you here because the president of the Confederation of African Football, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, has been traveling. And Nigeria was one of those places that he recently has had big conversations taking place. Were you aware of what was being said there, how those conversations went?
Yes, I think it was in Rwanda. It was in Rwanda, not Nigeria.
Kenya.
No, it was in Rwanda.
These are things that I'm talking about in Nigeria.
In Kenya.
Yes,
in Kenya.
We're going to host
in Kenya.
We're going to host the CAF. We're going to host the CAF Awards, and the Congress will be held in Nigeria. CAF Congress will be held in Nigeria, and the CAF Awards will be held in Nigeria. The Nigerian government has accepted to foot the bills for those 2 events.
For the CAF Congress, it will be in Nigeria.
Yes.
Because the awards thing, I don't think that one is confirmed yet. There's conversations happening, I understand, but I'm not sure that that is 100% confirmed that we'll see the CAF Awards in Nigeria. But the Congress, you're telling us the Congress is happening.
It was proposed. It was proposed and it was accepted. President himself, Motsepe met with our Nigerian president and made the offer, and the president accepted to host both events. So I don't see any reason why it will be changed.
And that's also just fascinating because, you know, the president of CAF, a South African, hand in hand with leadership in Nigeria to bring football together on the continent. It's a fantastic thing to see. The 2 nations working so closely together, and people from those 2 nations working so closely together.
It is the beauty of football. You know, football has the ability to unite people. It has the ability to bring people together. You might have different ideologies, but on the football field, it is your skill and the camaraderie that comes out of playing this beautiful game. And that is why we see leaders from 2 diverse countries, 2 big countries on the continent, forgetting whatever problems there might exist between them, and then getting together, being brought together by football.
I want to ask Pastor Ida. Pastor Ida, are you still with us?
Yes.
I want to ask you what really is happening with the Super Falcons? Because I saw recently they said that they're going to have friendlies in the UK. During the last FIFA window, they were disappointed. They were scheduled to play a couple of friendlies and they had nothing that was played. Now, there's a rumored friendly in the UK. We don't know who the opponents are. Is this really happening and are they being taken serious? Remember, they are the defending champions.
Yes, there's been a lot of talks and a lot of anger concerning how they've been treated. But I know as of last week, there's a tournament that has been arranged and where the girls will go and participate. It's a 4-nation tournament that the girls will go and participate as guests. So they are doing everything possible. You know, running football in Africa it's not easy. You know, and especially if it is a tournament, they can make a budget and say these players can go for this tournament. But when it concerns friendly games and preparations, it costs a lot of money. It costs a lot of money. So they are seeing where they can get sponsors, and if those sponsors come on board,
Ashley's not hearing any of that political noise you're making there. Ashley's not hearing.
I'm not hearing any of it because these are champions, world class. They are world class players. No, I'm not supposed to put. How much money have they won that they're still being owed? They've won so much money.
They've paid them. No, you are going back to old.
Pastor Ida, the players have been coming out to speak.
I'm a pastor. Why would I lie to you?
Pastor
Ida,
shame the devil and speak the truth.
I need to move on. But Ashley's
when it's not done, I would talk. I'm not afraid to confront leadership. You know me.
And then what's Dr. Patrice Motsepe doing most recently in Cameroon?
In Cameroon, you went to attend. You remember I was in Cameroon and showing the new building, the new office. Eto'o was busy building. We spoke about it. Now finally, the building is complete and it's time for inauguration. Not only the CAF president attended the event, but so many presidents of Nthethe also went to witness this great moment. Yes, the Prime Minister of Cameroon was there. Yeah, and so many VIP in the world of football legends like JJ Okocha, Ella Diouf,
Rigo.
Exactly.
I mean,
Roger Miller, the great Miller.
I mean, and there, speaking of greatness, the president of Cameroon's Football Association, Samuel Eto'o, in-depth conversations with the president of the Confederation of African Football, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, who is just his traveling schedule and how many conversations he's having on the continent right now. The leadership is at another level.
Thomas, I think, this shows a president who's hands-on. We just spoke about him meeting the Nigerian president, President Tinubu, on the sidelines of the Africa Summit in Kenya. From there, he flew directly to Cameroon to inaugurate the new offices for the Cameroon FA.
And he's just been to Morocco. He's just been to Senegal. He is truly plugged in and involved and on the ground.
On the ground, and this comes back to what Ratike said about the power of football. How football unites people. 1 minute you could be here in this country, next minute you're standing with the president of one of the biggest countries on the continent, Nigeria, making football make peace, and drive progress.
But not always football unite. We've seen former president of CAF dividing no-go area. For example, when Ahmad was president, because of the conflict between Algeria and Morocco, he refused to go to Algeria. But Patrice, he goes everywhere.
Yeah.
He is a true.
Yeah, the man is a rich man, my friend. Why would you go everywhere?
It's not about rich.
It's nothing to do with rich.
Pastor, it's not about rich. It's about leadership.
It's about true leadership.
It's about leadership. Pastor, it's about leadership being progressive-minded.
Listen.
At that level, obviously, you must travel.
That's why we didn't want you as a president of Nigeria FA, because you are not a rich man.
No, who said so?
You are not a rich man.
Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm going to a break.
Pastor, when you are a leader at that level, you must be able to travel.
Break time. The opinions are rich and firing from everywhere on the continent. We're going to go to a quick break. And then we're going to put Mamadou Gueye on the grill, because in the past he's complained about players being opportunists, changing nations last minute, and nations that are doing that to prepare for big tournaments. When? It looks like Côte d'Ivoire doing the same thing before the World Cup. Stay with us as we take you through more on Soccer Africa. Now, welcome back to Soccer Africa. Let's talk about what's burning on the continent. On Sunday, the Total Energies CAF Champions League. We also got the Total Energies CAF Confederations Cup final, which is underway. In the first leg of it, if you missed it, we could not finish the show without talking a little bit about what happened in that first leg between USMA and Zamalek. What a controversial goal that was scored here. Take a look at what happens as Hossam Abdel Maguid is said to have had a foul in the other box. Rayan Maruz fouled in the other box. Counter attack. Zamalek score. Celebration. VAR says no. Wait. Let's go back to the other box. There they say there was a foul. I'm not sure what the foul is that they're seeing, but foul. Player goes falling down.
The knee.
The knee in the back. And then now we have to go back.
Yes.
From scoring that side for Zamalek, we go the other side and we say, listen, Ahmed Kaldi, put it away. And Usman 1-0 up. Look at the celebrations there. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah.
That has absolutely got to hurt and the celebrations must be even deeper. I mean, you think you conceded the other side. VAR says come back and look, and then you have a penalty.
And then you get a goal on the other side. And a vital goal because they played the second leg away to Zamalek, Thomas. So it was, but a truly exciting game. You look at the fans there, the atmosphere of that game was tremendous in Algeria.
Zamalek unbeaten in the Confed Cup at home. So they've had, 6 games, only conceded 2 goals. It's going to be a big ask in the second leg of the CAF Confederations Cup final for USMA to hang on to that lead against a White Knight side that will be motivated by not only what they may feel is a little bit of injustice because they feel that, they should have maybe come into the second leg 1-up. But now they've got that strong home record to defend.
Yeah, definitely. To take that away, the North African derby, and to also give you an insight, Mamadou, USM Alger, the coach is Lamine Ndiaye now.
Lamine Ndiaye from Senegal.
Yeah. So they got a very experienced tactician on the bench, but playing away to Zamalek, also going to be a full house there. It's going to be difficult.
Now, Mamelodi Sundowns, Aspar, that's on live on your World of Champions as well. Make sure the Total Energies CAF Champions League is a game that you are watching with us on Sunday. However, you mentioned the word Senegal. You mentioned the country. And the World of Champions now brings you Ligue 1, the top division in France. With our new association and purchase from Canal Plus, we are part of French football now on the World of Champions. There's a very special award in France called the Marc Vivien Foé Award. They give it to the best African player in France.
To honor the Cameroonian who died in France during a game. He collapsed.
During the FIFA Confed Cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that is to honor him. And it will be the first time a Malian will win this trophy. Mamadou Sangare. And then for Mali, it's a great achievement. And that shows you the talent of African players.
Yeah.
They did not pick a player in Paris Saint-Germain who always, it's a one race to the title in France with many African players, but from Lens. That shows you we have a talent. That's why I believe that if our team are very serious, we're bringing the World Cup to Africa.
He's a midfielder, is Mamadou Sangare, 23-year-old from Mali. The award, the Marc Vivien Foé Award, has been around since 2009. The very first time a player from Mali has won it. He started 26 games, 3 goals, 4 assists, great defense, powerful in driving large forward from the midfield. The judges have seen it, and he is the very best African player playing in the French league.
Thomas, he's been very influential for Lens. They're number 2 on the log, obviously, after PSG. It's been a revival of the Lens team. They're well known for the youth development structures. And for them to be, obviously now they qualified for the UEFA Champions League for next season. And the key player in that team has been Mohamedou Sangare, So a very, very well deserved award to him.
Now, the product of the Jamal Guillou Academy in Mali.
Now I want to talk to you about how much you complained in the past about late changes, players being brought in, players accepting nationality to join a team that's going to an AFCON or going to a World Cup. And we see Ange Johan Boni. FIFA just this last week said to Cote d'Ivoire, Nthethe had done an application to say, this man, the Inter Milan striker, I'd like him to play for Cote d'Ivoire. He's played for France at under 21 level. In Serie A, since having arrived from Parma at Inter Milan, he's been scoring goals. He's been providing assists. 44, 45 games he's played so far, he's been involved in. And you ask for him to switch from France to come and join Cote d'Ivoire 1 minute before the World Cup starts.
Look, it's the World Cup. And believe me, it's the player who knock at the door. When you knock at the door, begging the coach.
Oh, never.
Oh, my friend.
He's a France under 21 player.
Hey, but is he in the France squad? They don't even call him. Now,
Yeah, but look at it.
they don't even call him. Now, he knocked at the door of
I don't know if he knocked.
Yeah.
I am telling you.
Because what I understand is that Nthethe, your coach, had said to him, listen, I want to call you up for the last friendlies against Korea.
After he knocked.
No, what players knocking?
Look at the entire squad.
Yes, these players, they knock on your door, they make
Thank you.
Ida, you want to comment?
Yeah.
And what do you think of
Yes,
Cote d'Ivoire
this-
beefing up for Africa just before the World Cup?
I have a problem with that. Like Ghana have said now, if you do not play the qualifiers, you are going nowhere.
No, but Pastor, Ghana called up last week Francis Amuzu, who 2 years ago did not want to play.
Because people reacted.
Yes, but the people in the country don't want him. Because 2 years ago,
me-
he refused to play for the Ghana, for the Black Stars.
That's what I'm saying. For me, if you are called and you don't come, when we qualify for the World Cup, whoever qualifies for the World Cup cannot take a player that do not want to play for the country after others have suffered. Baboon is walking and monkey is eating.
Hey. Thomas says also
The great news from the
ERC
dog
trying
dancing.
to go ahead for two top players, Seni Mayulu from PSG and Anton Mlambo from Brentford. So they're trying to get their papers done in time.
Okay, so now we know, and we look forward to it. I'm not complaining, because the stronger all our African nations are at the World Cup, the better, and we welcome.
And who is knocking at the door of Bafana? Who?
Oh, we have good players.
Nobody is knocking.
Why? They're good players here in South Africa.
In La Liga, in Serie A.
Because we trust our team.
And we have good players playing here.
We trust our team.
They play
I need
sometimes
to move on very quickly though,
Because you don't have.
we're welcoming Ange Johan Boni now, a member of the Cote d'Ivoirian side, and will he be called up to the World Cup? That is the question that now hangs in the air. FIFA have approved his switch from France to join Cote d'Ivoire and represent them. TK was in Swaziland. Let's take a quick look at what took place at the Ngwenyama Cup, and he'll give us a sense of what that was all about. This is what went down.
Ball is wide, 2-1 shots in the box. Oh! Going for goal! Most players have claimed their first trophy of Ngwenyama Cup, and Coach Mlambo dedicated this trophy to the chairman.
We've played 4 tournaments or competition. One was CAF Champions League. The second one was Prince Mangosuthu Teles Legacy Cup. And then it was 8-bet, now this one. Only CAF that we didn't manage to win it. And we're definitely planning to make sure that next season we go to the group stage.
I appreciate His Majesty for his concept of the Ngwenyama Cup, of mixing culture with football. That concept stands out for me as well, to marry the two. I saw the unity within Amaswati and all our stakeholders, all our visitors for His Majesty, that we are unity. And with that spirit in Africa, in the whole of Africa, Africa can conquer the world.
His Majesty the King of Eswatini was present. I looked at the stands, TK.
Yes. Yes.
We love football on this continent. It
Absolutely.
was packed.
It was packed to the rafters. And in fact, His Majesty mentioned that the way people are coming to football, it is time to build a new stadium, a 40,000 seater stadium. He said it at this event. And for him, we were talking about unity and how football brings people together. And I think this is what the Ingwenyama Cup is all about. Bringing all Amaswati from different regions of the country in cultural events infused with football. That is what this tournament is about.
I heard that there is Mangosuthu Buthelezi Cup.
No, Insingizini was invited to Durban at the beginning of this year to take part in the Mangosuthu Buthelezi Cup, which they qualified for the final with Amazulu, but because of the inclement weather, both teams were declared co-champions.
Great trips had by Mamadou Gay up to the DRC, Thomas Gwanete to Eswatini. They've given you the feedback on that. Thank you, Ashley.
Before we go, sorry, I just want to congratulate Benin, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Ghana for the under-20 qualification for the World Cup. And
what World Cup?
The under-20 Women's World Cup.
Women's World Cup.
Which is taking place in Poland in September.
Name the countries again.
Benin, Nigeria, Tanzania, and Ghana.
Yes.
Ghana and Nigeria both are going to WAFCON, so it's a nice training ground for the two teams to have their young players play at the World Cup.
Don't worry, we always
Benin and Tanzania first time
qualifiers. Very, very nice, and I love how the pots have been laid. You know, Tanzania and Benin will be playing against Portugal, Italy, and New Caledonia. So it's a nice pot that they're in. I'm looking forward to the draw, which is happening tomorrow.
Right, Ida Peter side. It's absolutely fantastic that we've had you back on the show, and can't wait to see who is champion in Nigeria when the dust settles.
No form penalty, please.
please, I agree. No form penalty.
Thank you for your contribution, Ida. And then thank you to the wise men here in studio, Coach Sudesh, the assassin of Abidjan, at the far post, Thomas Gwanete, and the wise queen, Ashley Nakadzwe. Africa, I'm your jersey number 10. You've been updated. Good night.